Proverbs 14. So a wise woman built her house, but the foolish tears it down with her own hands. This is a verse that I know of, and I actually wrote about it to my mom, because when you have suspicions and you're like chasing those suspicions instead of trusting that God will take care of you, then if you're I mean it's like a lose-lose situation. Like if you have suspicions and it's correct, then you're trying to uncover it, and then you're hurting and the other person is lying to you, instead of letting it be revealed in time through God's like way. I mean, if God wants you to know about it, then He will reveal it to you, and it will be brought. I mean, there are like when you keep on having a suspecting feeling, it will come, and it will like 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 there are stories when I know of my sister-in-law where like the other woman actually called her and told her what happened. And so I mean that is one way it can get reviewed. Another way is thus just through chance that you happen to find out. Like an occurrence come up where it will be revealed to you, but all that is God's doing. Like He will orchestrate that if He wants you to know, if it's time for you to know. You don't have to go hunting and be a spy and be a private agent about it. The other way is, so if you're doing that, you're kind of like just causing conflict if you keep on asking about that when it's not time yet for you to know, and that other person will deny it, and then they'll call you a liar. They'll cause you to be in more misery in addition to being suspicious. So if you're just suspicious, just pray to God and ask Him to reveal it to you if there's something wrong like that person is doing, and work in their life also. However, on the flip side, if you're suspicious and you're wrong, just chasing after that suspicion and like kind of saying that that person is cheating or is doing this and that, just it's pretty much framing an innocent person. So both way you lose. The best way is to give up your suspicion to God and let Him deal with it. Because otherwise you're like a foolish woman who tears down her house. And think about it, if your husband or your wife is not doing like is not cheating on you, and you keep on being suspicious of them, how would that make them feel? You know, what if you're in their shoe and you don't feel loved, you feel disrespected, you feel wrong? That's not ground for a happy marriage. That's not ground for a happy family. You're tearing down your family, your house with your own hands. And so chapter 14, verse 1 is one that is very dear to me, and one that is really important to me. And then, one who walks in uprightness fears the Lord. And so like the the kind of hierarchy of respect should be God above first, and then everything else. If you don't fear God, you're not going to fear anything. You're not going to let anyone correct you. If you don't let God correct you, you're not going to listen to anybody else but yourself. But the one who is devious in his ways despises God. And then the mouth of... So be careful with your lips, verse 3. So verse 4, I guess, is like be kind of wise in like your resources to work smart, not work hard. You should work hard, you should be diligent, but you don't have to, but you can be also smart about it. So it talks about the character of a trustworthy witness, not lying. Wow, a scoffer seeks wisdom and find none. Wow. Because they're not seeking God. If they're not seeking God, who is the source of wisdom, and they scoff at the wisdom of God, then obviously they're going to find something else that is not God based and it's not true wisdom. That verse never stood out to me before. Verse 6, but knowledge is easy for one who has understanding. I guess because understanding come from God. And so knowledge, God is the source of knowledge. And so he will give you understanding when you ask for it. Although for me, I have a easy time under like picking up like understanding, but to me it still feel hard. I people say that I learn fast, but to me I have a hard time understanding. I don't know if that's just because the process of learning it kind of require you to go beyond your limit, and so it always feel hard. But that's how I feel. But other people said that I learn fast, so I'm not sure if it's can be considered easy. Maybe it will come like in time if you like keep on asking God and keep on at it trying to understand it. But to me, it's not easy. Leave the presence of fool. Okay. So don't be around foolish people. Fools, they rely on deceit, and that's bad. Fools mock at sin, but there is goodwill among the upright. Okay, I think I will stop at verse 10 today.